Alright, hey, how's it going? It's been a little while, Frost here, so just giving a little bit of a review over Dead by Daylight, game for August, PlayStation Plus free game. It's a lot of fun, definitely. I've enjoyed it, I've put some hours into it. I owned it when it first came out, but it was one of those games where I felt like I needed friends to play with. But I'm honestly just really enjoying playing the killer by myself. I don't care for playing Survivor unless I have friends. But anyway, so this is going to be my opinion, my review of Dead by Daylight. Now it's a 4v1 horror game, and the survivors have the objective of turning on these generators. I believe there is more than 5 on a map, but you need to get 5 of them going. I believe there's like 7, something like that. But anyway, so you as a killer, you're supposed to knock, like I just did on screen, your survivors down, and then you have to go and put them on these like sacrificial hooks. So then like you'll have a little health bar thing down, like where it shows down in the bottom left that she's down. That'll slowly start depleting down as she's on the hook, and eventually she will die. And that's how the killer wins, is getting all 4 survivors. Best way to get your like competitive rank up, I guess. It starts at level, not level, it starts at like 20 and then it like drops down to 1, I think. I'm not entirely sure how it all works, but yeah, anyway, that's the basic gist of it. The survivors, once they get all 5 generators going, they have to find the exits and open the doors. Or unless you're the last survivor alive, there's a hatch you can find, which you'll see later in this gameplay. So anyway, I'm going to go over like 5 different categories. So first is going to be co-op, then gameplay, killers versus survivors, perk system, and then playing with your friends. So co-op, survivor side, if you're playing with people that actually like try and do teamwork instead of just focusing on themselves trying to get out and trying to get like the team out as a whole, it can be a lot of fun for sure. It definitely needs teamwork, and there's a few different roles. Like each survivor has their own set of like unique perks that they can use, just like right off the bat, and it allows for a lot of different play styles, which I thought was really good. But like I was saying earlier, if you don't have teammates that like work together, it's very hard to actually win, and it's probably going to be more of a frustrating game, because as soon as you get on the hook, you don't know if you're just done then. But anyway, in this game, they seemed like they were trying to work with each other. Yeah, don't mind that. I still don't know how to aim very well. It's hard to do it without a reticle, but I'm getting better. So anyway, the gameplay I feel like is very unique. I've played games like Evolve, where it's a 4v1. I believe this game is very similar to Friday the 13th. So it's got kind of like a rival, I guess you could say. But to me, the gameplay is very unique. I don't see many games like this, at least on consoles. There might be quite a few on PC. Who knows there? I don't play PC. Got a good satellite internet, but anyway, definitely needs patience and attention to detail. You need to be able to know where the killer is and like when to move and what you should be doing if like a generator messes up or something, like, because of a skill check. Definitely can be very exciting and very terrifying for sure. I've heard quite a few of my friends, including me, kind of like jump. Not, yeah, some of them is screen, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, very satisfying. But anyway, the killers versus survivors is going to be the next category. I don't feel like one is overpowered over the other. I feel like they're pretty balanced, and if you have your perks set up right, it can be put more into your favor, and experience goes a long ways too. And one of the killers I hate going against, I guess because I just don't know how to face him, I don't have a good tactic for him, is the doctor with his electroshock therapy. If I were to put my money on one of them being overpowered, it'd be him or Michael Myers, which is one of the newer DLC killers. I play as David King as a survivor. I don't really know why I chose him. I don't use his perks, I don't think. So that's just who I started with, so I just continue leveling up. And as you level up, the next thing we're getting into the perk system. You get these things called blood points after every match. And when you get those blood points, you're able to spend those on what's called the blood web. And it's like a bunch of different items, and they cost either 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000 is all I've ran into so far. Blood points, and on average I normally get like 20,000 to 25,000 blood points a match. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but definitely also depends on how many survivors you were able to take out. Next, the perks, as I was saying, you unlock those by buying them with blood points too, and there's like 3 different tiers, the first, second, and third. Like if you look in the bottom right corner, the green wolf, that's a 3rd tier perk. I've bought it 3 times now, so it gets like the most advantage to you because of you using the 3rd tier compared to the 1st and 2nd. And there's so many different perks in this, and it works so many different play styles, and that's one thing I honestly really love, because it's not just like a set amount of play styles. There's many. You can be like more aggressive, be a healer, focus more on the generator aspect. Like one perk I really like is when you finish one generator, the killer's aura, like, so killer gets outlined basically for like 5 seconds after you complete a generator. The healer can like heal herself, pick herself back up, I believe, heal others like much more quickly. So that's one thing I really like about this, is the customization options. I feel like there's plenty of hours of gameplay into this game if you can get into it. The learning curve is a little steep, but once you get like the gist of what you're supposed to do and how all the perks work and some of the terminology, like the blood stain, I didn't know what that was for a while, and then good old Google, it's a little like red light thing in front of the killer, shows where they're looking. But just learning some of the stuff like that, some of the status effects, it'll definitely help you understand the game more, and it makes it a lot more fun too when you're playing with friends. It could be just you and 3 other friends, or it could be 5 friends, 4 survivors and 1 killer. That's a lot of fun too, because you can use like all the perks in the game, even the ones you haven't unlocked. You could set to like play any other map you want, and excuse me. But anyway, it's a lot of fun playing with your friends. If like a couple of mine, they're really easy to scare, so you're playing like the hag. The hag sets these little traps down on the ground, and when you walk by them, like the survivors walk by them, they like pop up as the hag. It's like a decoy, but it's an easy jump scare, and it's hilarious, honestly. I feel like for the killers, more exciting, it could be funny, and then for the survivors, it could be funny but also terrifying. So definitely a game I was pretty happy to see come to PlayStation Plus, be able to get back into it and appreciate it more than when I did before, because I actually like learned about it and know what I need to be doing and like a perk setup that works for me. So honestly, I think it's a great game. If you haven't tried it before, definitely give it a download. It's free for this month, and that's my review on it. I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10. Maybe 8.5. It's a fun game, especially playing with friends. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.